I'm back, bitches. Yes, that's right. Rebecca Budig is out. Steve Burton is in. And Lexi Ainsworth is calling in to talk to us. GH Report is next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I've heard this song in a long time in the studio, only on television. You guys, it's the General Hospital Report here on AfterBuzz TV. It is GH Report, which is the General Hospital After Show, and I am one of your hosts, James Lott Jr. I know you're probably like, who is that guy, and what is he doing here? But I'm here, you guys. I am back. I'm black. Everything, just all here. And joining me with her name that sounds black is Lacretia Lyon.
I love that intro.
Thank
I think
you.
you need to change it to that every time. The girl whose name sounds black, Lacretia Lyon. And of course, since that is me, you guys can always find me at LacretiaLyon anywhere on the internet, since there is only one.
Yes, you guys. And if you're wondering who's not next to her, it's Frank Moran. He is running a little late, so he may join us mid-show. I'm not sure what's happening, but you know, LA traffic, so it's kind of crazy. But he sends his regards. We have Lexi Ainsworth. We're going to be having her. We're going to be calling her. She's going to be calling in. We're talking about all kinds of stuff, and then we'll talk about what happened this week a little bit. And we're doing our kind of show today. We're doing whatever we want today. That's right, you guys. Okay, call her now. While he's calling her, shameless plugs. I have 2 songs out, both on Amazon, Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play. One's called Oh My God, Like Totally, and one's called I Am Ready. Get those, and I have 2 books out too. And one's called Good Morning. You get those on Amazon. They're everywhere. So, shameless plugs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. Oh my God, we're calling her. You guys, I'm so excited.
Has been forwarded to an automated.
Oh no. We gotta try it again. He'll try it again. Yes, you guys, so we are back, and yes, a lot has happened since I've been gone on several soaps. Some stuff has happened since I've been gone, and one of the things that's exciting, I guess, the liaison fans are going berserk. Steve Burton's coming back.
Yeah, and I've never seen a more vocal fan base for something other than, say, that had such a short period, other than Firefly. You know, they kind of take our thunder a little bit as browncoats. But those liaison fans, it was so amazing that that's what they wanted. And when he was coming back, it's like, oh, now he needs to be put with Liz.
It's very interesting. Yeah. I didn't see that. Seriously, you guys actually surprised me on social media. I didn't see that coming either. It's like, of all the sets of fans that he's been with, I don't think everybody's going to go back with Kelly Monaco. They say they want to go back. You know, that original Sam. It's like it's all liaison fans.
Yeah.
You guys are very. I guess you guys are vocal. Okay, we're calling again. I love live television. I love it. Is it ringing? Oh, okay. Hold on. Is it ringing?
There it goes.
Has been forwarded to an.
Oh my God! Let me just make sure that was the right number. I think that's the right number. I'm gonna give out her number, but I'm like, make sure that's the right number. I'm gonna text her saying we're calling her. She may not recognize the number. Maybe I told her. Okay. I'm texting you guys. We are calling you now. Okay. And did I give you the right number? I did. Okay, I did. Sorry. So yes, so Steve Burton's coming back. That's gonna be so now. Billy Miller stays. There's all this rumors that Billy Miller's leaving, and he's not going nowhere that we know of right now. And as you and I both know, many of us know out there already, they did 2 Todd's, they did 2 John Black, Roman Brady's things. I mean, on Days of Our Lives and Life to Live. It's not. She said okay, so I guess try her. So it's not that uncommon. I mean, it's happened before.
Yeah, and Sylvia Fillion, great name, by the way, says she would love it if he came back as AJ.
See, here's
yeah, I don't think I would agree. As much as I love AJ, I want Sean Cannon back. Yeah.
And Sean Cannon will be on my show tonight, later on Bold Breakdown. Look at that. Okay, we're calling her. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm just like, no. So okay, I can't. Can you write on the screen what number you have, just in case? Because I can't say it out loud. Here's Lexi's number. No, good. Let me make sure it's. Of course, I would never do that. But let's see what.
Yeah, you're better than Angels pitcher C.J. Wilson, or former Angels pitcher. Sorry.
Okay.
Old school sports joke.
I don't realize those goes worse. But yeah, so it's there you go. Okay. He's on. Yeah, that's it. I'll let her know it's going to voicemail. Yeah, it's really weird. It's going to voicemail. It's going to voicemail. I love this, you guys. I think you guys are looking at the wrong thing. I think it's Jason. He has to come back as Jason. So Billy Miller's the one. That's the wild card. It's the same. It was almost the same thing with Roman Brady and John Black. He'd end up being not Roman Brady. Roman Brady was still on it. So John Black kind of, because he came on. He was Jason for like 20 years. Yeah. Unlike the Carlys, when Sarah Brown came back as Claudia, they already had several Carlys that worked out by then, and she was already on there. Yeah,
and that was the thing, is it had been long enough, too, where most viewers, like, either remember Sarah Joy Brown as the first Carly, loved her, but by the time that she came on, it was with Laura Wright, and she is pretty well the most accepted Carly.
Yeah, she is.
With Sarah being the second. And I think that's what made it a little bit easier, is there were different Carlys, and you had maybe the two best ones on there, and then that way Sarah could play a different character.
Yeah. Steve, she said, write me, she can call in for us. She said, give me the numbers, I can give it to her. Okay. Because she said she'll call us. Could be some weird glitch. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, she was accepted as Carly. So Jason has to come back. I mean, Steve has to come back. I'll get him confused already. Has to come back as Jason. I mean, he just has to.
Yeah, Rena Sheen brings up, or am I dreaming like Dallas?
Oh, I know. Oh, my God. Well, see, there's a whole thing when Bobby came back, there was a question mark at the very end when he said good morning in the shower. There's a question mark that said Patrick Duffy as. When I wake up, but he's like, he had to come back as Bobby, obviously. Yeah. There were rumors he was going to come back as Mark Grayson, all these different names, but it's like, no, he's Bobby Ewing. I mean, come on. Yes, I like Tamara as Carly also, so. I did. I liked him so, but Dallas. I just wore a Dallas shirt yesterday. Actually, I was wearing my Lucy, Jr. and Sue Ellen shirt. And whenever I go to Dallas to some of the gay bars, I go to JR's and Sue Ellen's.
Oh yeah, I love Sue Ellen's. I used to get such good tips there doing promos.
Yes, I've been there many times, so I do know both those places. So. But yeah, so I just think he has to come back as. So I'm really curious because there are many storyline parts, but these are two guys who are leading men. First of all, they both can act, and both can do the job. So I think it'd be very interesting to see what they come up with. And hopefully, it's something good. Yeah, it was like with Roger Howarth and Trevor St. John as the Tale of Two Todds on One Life to Live. It was great because you liked both of them. You wanted them on the show still. And they had a good way of writing around where, he was Victor, his twin brother, which made sense because the circumstances around Todd's death were always a little odd anyway, so. Well, maybe he's Nicholas. I don't think, that's kind of, Michael B, that's kind of funny. No. Yeah, no, he is going to be Jason. I can almost guarantee it. He's the real Jason. They're going to figure something else. I just think that it's the Billy Miller character, him, what is he going to be? And it has to be Castelline related. It has to be something Castelline related, right? And that's, although it'd be a little icky since he's the real father of Emily Scout. Ooh. And Sam is a Cassadine. So, it'd have to be Cassadine related, but he couldn't be a Cassadine or Scout might have some flippers. In 5 years or something. Long lost Quartermaine, which would be great. Well, if he's Jason's twin, he'd be a Quartermaine. I mean, if that happens... I have to say, I did love that scene with Ned, Ned, Dylan, and Michael kind of toasting as Quartermaine man. Honestly, I'll say Friday's show was really good. It was really good. And that was so shocking because, I hate to be mean, but it's been pretty dull for the last couple of weeks. I think, once Valentine was wrapped up, there really wasn't anything going on, sadly. I know. And, they had Anna and Andre, and then the Quartermaine scene, and Monica involved with Hayden and Finn and all that. So it was good. And you're like, why can't every day be like this? Oh, okay. Okay. This is the GH report. Is this Miss Lexi Ainsworth?
This is Lexi, yes.
Hi, Lexi.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. So, we love live television, kids. This is what happens, technology. Every time we called, you kept going to voicemail. So it's like...
I don't know what. I'm on a home phone. I haven't been on a home phone in years. I don't even remember the last time I held one of these, but
Well, thanks for taking some time with us. We won't keep you that long, but we wanted to first congratulate you on your Emmy win. Hello.
thank you guys.
Your TV sister and my man, Donnell Turner, gave it to you. Must have been great.
I know. No, that was like the best part of it all. Like she couldn't give it away, but before I knew that I won, like when I was nominated, she was like, "I'm presenting in your category," and I freaked out. I was like, "Oh my God! Like how amazing would that be to have my sister on the show give me the award, like my first one? It would be awesome."
And it was funny the way she said it. She was kind of like she said, I liked her smirk on her face. It was like, Christina Corinthos, and then she started. Then she went and said like Lexi Ainsworth. I thought that was such a cute.
I know. I was so confused. I didn't immediately know that I won because I was like, it wasn't it's not my like my given name. So I was like, oh no, it's not me. And then I was like, wait, that's my character's name. Oh wait, and then she's saying my name. So it was like a trick almost.
Now, people are mentioning in the chat, which I'm going to mention to you myself right now. Everybody in chat saying hello. They're going crazy for you. But I want to tell you, your speech, as a proud gay man myself, your speech was so, I cried. It was so touching.
Aww.
And this was we just had Pride Month in June. It was whole Pride Month. And
yes.
And I just want to tell you, thanks for your speech. It was such a wonderful, I mean, you just won an award, everybody's staring at you, and you were so poised and said something really wonderful.
I was so nervous though. Public speaking, I have such a fear of it. And I try not to think too much about the actual speech because I've been nominated once before and didn't win, and I was freaking out about it that time. And I was like, I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to, write something out, look at it a few times, and then just go up there and speak my heart. And I think that's what I did, and I think that's what I take away from any speech that I write in the future is just to kind of speak from the heart. And I wanted to speak more about the storyline itself and use the storyline as a platform and to speak out about my support and the writers and how great they are and writing the storyline and how important it is to be writing about these things and so
you were great. No, everybody agrees you were great. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of fans are wondering when they're going to pick that storyline back up. I know we had several people tweet at us, and they're saying in the chat now, do you know if they're going to pick up your romance with Parker, or if there's another woman coming on, or even, a male love interest?
I do know that there is something that's going to be, as far as Christina's romance is concerned, or her sexuality is concerned, there is going to be something coming up this summer. So that people can look forward to that. I can't give away too much because,
Yeah, of course, you can't give away. But so it's good. It's good to know because people are invested in your character. I mean, isn't that fun? It's like kind of they're invested in your bisexuality.
I want to know what's going on too. They don't give me everything, but I have been given hints. That something is going to be happening this summer. I don't exactly know what, nor could I tell you if I did, but it's going to be good, and I think it's something that the fans will actually like. Fans that are supportive of, Christina's character and her journey, I think that they will appreciate this.
Now, the Nurses Ball, I'm sorry, kids. I got a little hot and bothered when you and Brittany, who plays Valerie, were talking about Burt's Bees, and I was like, they kind of look kind of cute together, Valerie. Maybe Valerie should go to women because she had no luck with men there. But you guys were like, because you were showing how you're showing.
I don't know. Those were our first scenes together, which is so crazy because off screen, we get along so well, and it's just I don't know why we don't film more together, but hopefully we will be filming more stuff this summer. I think they are writing stuff with us in it together, so that should be good.
Yeah, and at least Valerie isn't related to you. That's always a hard part when you're you're part of two big families.
Because my dad knocks up everyone on the show.
He does.
It's so true.
He said it too.
Dad, I can't even. This town is so small. I need more people to date, and you're everyone I'm related to.
I know. I'm shocked that even Jocelyn got a boyfriend. He's not related to anybody. So he's somebody new. Okay.
Yes. Well, that's good.
Also, people were talking about the Nurses Ball. How was that for you, performing Nurses Ball?
that was my first time, I think, as everyone knows.
Yeah.
I was approached about it last year, but I wasn't really sure what exactly it was and if I would be singing, like, live, or what the deal was. But I had such a great experience this time that I would definitely do it again next year. It was so much fun because I grew up doing musical theater, and I haven't done any of that, like, since I was very little.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun because it's different, you know, than your everyday material, obviously, you know, singing, dancing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've had so much fun, and I would definitely do it again.
I got to meet.
And I got to work with people that I normally don't get to work with.
I know you did, and one of the people I got to meet Rita Dorkin. I got to interview her last month. She's so nice. Oh my gosh, she's so nice. She's super sweet. First of all,
she's so sweet and a great voice.
Oh my
very
God,
talented all around.
Yeah, very talented. So you guys are roommates, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, even though like we've only had one scene together.
Yeah.
But no, she's awesome to work with. Really funny. She just got married.
Yes, she did.
Which I'm so happy for her.
Yes.
But yeah, it's been great getting to. That's the great thing about doing Nurses Ball is you get to spend time with people that you normally probably wouldn't get to work with. At least that was my experience. So it was good.
Yeah, she guys got married, and her husband's really cute, and they're really cute together, and. They have videos from when they were driving cross country, and she's a really great singer. Actually, in real life, she's a really great singer, like a really great singer.
Yes.
She is very much.
Yeah.
And I love that you give shade to Julian still.
Yeah.
That your character gives shade to Julian still. I love that you give shade to him still.
Oh, you wait.
Oh, no.
You should see. Just wait until I have some scenes coming up. I can't obviously tell you what, but I am. More than shade.
I love it. I love it.
More than shade.
Because Lacretia here, she's still a fan of Julex's. I'm not anymore, but that's Lacretia.
Well, Julian's just pretty. Am I right?
William DeVry. He is good looking. He is good looking.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody goes, why would Christina need a roommate? She's rich.
Some people just don't like to live alone.
I mean, I think she's trying to make it on her own. We'll see how long that lasts. I mean, working at a coffee shop only gets you so far. But who knows?
That's so
I mean,
funny.
maybe she'll, I don't know, do some side stuff in her dad's business. If her dad will ever let her do that. We'll see.
I think Christina, out of all Sonny's kids, would be the best mobster.
Yes, I do too. You're very much like, your characters are very much alike, I think. You take after your TV dad.
Yeah, I think personality-wise, definitely. Like, we're both very stubborn, very passionate,
Yes.
also, like, a little bit aggressive when needed. You know, we can handle our own.
And you're so nice in real life. It's so funny. It's like so not you. So it's kind of nice to see that you get to play that.
That's what I love about it, is that it's not me. But that's what's fun about playing a character like that is because it's not me, you know?
Yeah. And everybody's like, yeah, drag him, Christina, drag him. They can't wait. Like, come on, Julian deserves it. They're like, come on. So you guys have to wait and stay tuned. You have to see what Christina does. She's very Corinthos and Davis. I was saying the other day how there's a lot of, because you are also a Cassadine of sorts, but they never really play that part of you and your sisters in the family. They don't really play that part. It's a shame, I think. Because you have these two strong, you're a Corinthos and a Cassadine. Those are two strong families.
Yeah, I mean, Cassadines are very strong, Corinthos combined, so it's a deadly duo.
Yeah, it's a deadly duo. Well, I just want to thank you for coming on the show, because, I mean, I texted her. She agreed to come on. I'm so glad you gave us some of your time. The fans are just like, they love you. They're so glad that you got an Emmy and that you are, and they really want to see you in some really meaty storylines. They're on your side.
Well, I appreciate everyone that supported me in this whole journey, and especially coming back. And thank you guys so much for having me on the show. Hopefully next time I will be able to come into the studio. It's 4th of July weekend, so it's a bit tricky, but
yeah. No, you're always welcome back. You're always welcome back in the studio. Always.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Miss Lexi. You take care of the rest. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yes, I hope everyone has an amazing 4th of July.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
All right, happy holidays. Bye, guys.
She is so sweet, you guys. So that's Lexi Ainsworth. You can follow her at _Lexi Ainsworth. She's on Twitter. I'll make sure I say that. Some good stuff's coming up.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
I mean, we're excited.
know.
I'm excited for that because I'm like, it's good. And she's just, again, I texted her like a few days ago and said, girl, can you come on? And she said yes. So, again, it's a nice friend of our show, another friend of our show. She said yes to do that. So we'll have her in next time. She's gonna. Oh, sorry. Ian Buchanan's gonna be okay. So that it's a separate show. So after this show, those of you tune into our Spotlight On. I posted the link on the GH Report page. And for an hour, it's Ian Buchanan and us talking about everything. Bold and Beautiful, Twin Peaks, All My Children. I'm showing clips, you guys. I got clips set up after clip after. It's gonna be wonderful. So it's a separate hour with us and Ian Buchanan right after this. Yeah, Michael just said right after this. So he's a separate thing. And Sean Kanan's gonna be on my show, Bull Breakdown, calling in tonight on that at 8 o'clock. So it's fun. All the soaps today had people on. One of the things also we want to talk about, because of things that keep happening, this is part of what's happening, is Rebecca Budig is leaving, and people in here are saying he's come back as Greenlee. I'm sad about. I mean, even she said the other day on the show, she said to Curtis, I didn't even meet my father. Like, she hasn't even met her father.
Yeah, and I really thought that was her speaking for the audience.
Yes.
And there have been several lines she's had lately just about, not being given enough stuff. And I think that was the issue, is like, we were finally getting to a place with her and with Finn where, this baby storyline was actually interesting. They were finally in a good place. Them working together at the hospital was great. It sucked when Tracy left, but I like that there's still that presence, that they're friends.
She said you talked to her, or
Exactly.
emailed her or whatever. She emailed her.
Yeah, and Monica's like, yeah, why didn't you tell me?
Yeah,
But
I know.
it was funny. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've always been a fan of Rebecca Budig, and every
Me
time, like
too.
when they got rid of her on All My Children the first time, I was pissed.
Yeah,
The
she
other
was my
chick-
favorite character
it
on
was
All My
okay.
Children.
Yeah, the other chick was okay, but her and Ryan and Kendall. I mean, it's that whole just the dynamics and Leo, just all the dynamics.
Yeah, you better mention Leo.
Yeah, I
because,
mention Leo.
Greenlee and Leo were my
Yes.
favorite couple.
He
Like,
got
she was
killed.
my favorite character, and I was so mad that they ruined her relationship with David, because I'm still the biggest David
Oh, yeah.
Hayward apologist.
Yes. Well, he just got killed on Days of Our Lives. I mean,
Well-
sorry, his character, what's his name's character? Visionary Azari's character. So.
They need to get him to GH, and I've said
He's a
it
doctor.
1,000 times. Yep, and he can play David Hayward because he was married to Anna Devane, and they
Yes.
had a daughter who
Leora.
died.
Leora.
Like, and that's a really important storyline that they can now mention.
Everybody says they're fighting for Rebecca Budig. I know. I think, but see, they didn't. You guys probably agree with us. They didn't do her right.
No, they didn't.
They didn't do her. I mean, she's like an actress of a great caliber. She actually can act. She can do comedy and drama. Everybody she was with, with Donnell Turner's character, and with Finn, and with Tracy, and she's even with Nicholas, with her and Nicholas. It's just like she has chemistry with everybody. I don't understand how they let her go.
Yeah, and too, especially her chemistry with Becky Hurst. I really liked
Yes.
that they were finally remembering that they were sisters, and now
Yes.
that's it. Like, the pregnancy and talking with Liz and watching Jake and bonding with Jake, that was so great.
Yeah.
Why don't we have that?
I know, folks. There's a large cast. I get it. But I feel like she's somebody who could have been really essential. And a lot of times with these large casts, they can rotate. They can't be on every single day. They're a little heavy with certain characters. I agree with Frank and Lacretia over the last couple months that they could lighten their load. I mean, I know everybody has guarantees and certain things. I mean, it's just this whole thing. But if they did rotate it a little more, she could have a really strong storyline. Her and Finn would have a really strong storyline. Her and Curtis be friends. I mean, it could totally work. Meet her father. I mean, it could totally work.
Well, and as I say, Friday has been the best episode in months.
Yeah.
And guess who really wasn't prominent Friday?
I don't-
And that includes that's the big four. 'Cause, Carly, Sonny, Jason, Sam. These are characters that we get it. They're the big pool.
Yes.
But you need to balance it a little bit more. And that's been the problem with this show from the get-go. And when you have Friday where you have the Quartermaines, which is, Dylan and Ned, and then Michael comes in to make it, and that was so great. And then Olivia being part of the family, who is a character that's kind of always been a little bit there with Dante, in his relationship with Tracy and Lulu. But yeah, it's so nice to see them. Or then you have Hayden, Finn, Monica, Dr. Ulbricht, all these other characters, and Kiki. What a great place for Kiki.
I know.
Yeah.
I agree. Side note, Dante was the bomb in the scenes with Ava.
I love Dominic. He's
Dominic
so
is such a good actor.
Yeah.
I get reminded when he's away from Lulu. Seriously, every time he's away from Lulu and it's in another storyline, and I'm reminded how good he is as an actor. And Maura West is killing it with that one eye. She is killing it.
Yeah, like, she is just amazing.
She
And I
is.
love her scenes with Scotty. Because now
I know.
they're so funny, and so it's good to see them in a different light.
I agree.
And then he's like, no, I really do care about you. I'm not leaving. And
know.
it's human for Ava to be pushing away
Yeah, well,
Scott and Kiki.
yeah.
Because, Julian's about the only one.
Yes.
She has it, and I'm like, really? Like, I guess she loves him the least.
Yeah, I guess, right. So, but I did again. I agree with you. I mean, Ken Shrine and her, they all have such great chemistry. But so I just want to give a shout out to Dominic Zampronia because when he's Dante, and he was really upset. I mean, he's his brother. He's talking about also just like he's just oh my god. And his talk with what's her name, which I'm blanking on right now. She's like, we need to let it go and let's just release it. And he's like, I don't know if I can. He's like, he wants to, and because he has a life. Yeah, he has a life with his wife and kids, but he's like, this is his brother, and it's.
Well, and Dante is a very sensitive guy. I mean, that was being raised. You know, Dominic had a great relationship with his mother, and you know, he wanted to bestow, you know, what maybe Michael and Morgan didn't get from, say, their tumultuous relationship. So he really took his role as a big brother really, you know, to heart. And he was, of course, more close to Michael, but I think that's why it hurts him more about Morgan, because he feels a little bit responsible.
Dominic is it was Happy Canada Day the other day, so yes, and Kelly and P.I. they're talking about that. He was a great actor on a show called Edgewood I used to watch.
Oh, yeah.
It was a Canadian show with Christian Cruick, who later went on to Smallville fame. So I know my Canadian stuff too, kids. I know a few things.
And he was a sexy vampire on Supernatural.
There you go. That's right. So he is a good Canadian actor. And yes, and you know, but Dante really is. Yeah, same here, Shay Arts. I forgot how good an actor he is sometimes. So I see him in these scenes. He's just amazing, and he's so good. We also had some Nina this week, of course, and her and Nell, of course, because first of all, we knew Nell and Michael were going to sleep together. We knew that was going to happen. So I'm not even going to be belabor the point or anything. I knew that was going to happen, and that's life. But I'm like, okay, so Nell and Nina becoming kind of friends, because Nina is kind of stunted age-wise, because she was kind of, I see her always gravitating to the young girls, kind of.
And I think that I like how Nina and Nell met, and she got the job as the nanny, because it really shows the growth in Nina's character, as well as someone seeing themselves. Because she saw herself in Nell, because she came in sort of the same vein. And, you know, I like how she laid it out with her. You do that to me, I'm okay. But, like, Nell really isn't this bad person. She was wrapped up in a lie that perpetuated all of her life. And so it's nice to see her and Nina sort of grow and become friends since we don't have Maxie. And it makes sense. Like, I don't feel like any of this is forced.
I totally agree with you on that. I totally agree with that. And I will say, because, you know, I'm back on the show, I mean, I just love me some Nicholas Bechtel, who plays Spencer. He is so good. He held his own with Alexis and Laura. I mean, he just, and when they punished him, it was hilarious. I mean, that actor is a star. He is a star. And his scenes with Sonny, you have to like Sonny those scenes, kind of.
I know. I tweeted it. I'm like, I will admit that Spencer is the one person I really like Sonny with, because it's so sweet. And two, you're like, Sonny, why are you only this good with Spencer? It's so frustrating because he was very honest and real. It's sort of like how Laura tiptoes around Lulu and she gives it to Spencer. Spencer can just handle himself.
I mean, he is a great little actor. And I'll give a little, I forgot in real life, her name, I know her last name is Fernandez, but who plays Charlotte. She's a good little actress too.
Yeah, she's great.
And her and Olivia, those scenes together are great.
And that was so cute.
Or Nona. We knew Nona. And you guys mentioned it here too. I think it was so, I think there was such a great, there are some really good kids on this show. I mean, you know, I miss my Brooklyn, of course. But there's some really good kids on this show that are actually doing some great against the adults. Yeah,
I mean, and little Nicholas, he's just there with the biggest powerhouses. His scene with Michelle Stafford.
Oh my God, yeah, that was so good too. Oh my God, he's hilarious, but also a little heartbreaking. I was like, oh, he really misses his dad.
Yeah, and that's why I really hope that we can get Tyler Christopher back. If not, Nick Stabell, just something, because poor little Spencer.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mario fan. Nicholas Presley, those scenes with Nina too, because Michelle Stafford's a powerhouse also. So I mean, it's kind of like I think it just thinks this next Star Manning. Yeah, I mean, well, I would say so is Brooklyn. She's Liz. She's the next Star Manning, or next obviously Kimberly McCullough, who had her baby while I was gone. Wow. She had a baby in real life, so she's not pregnant anymore. And I think Ashley Jones, who you guys were asking about too, I think she had her baby too earlier this year. So I think they all had their babies. No, I think these actors are so don't age Spencer. Like, keep them at the same age. But these actors, these little kid actors, I want to give a shout out to them. They were really, really good this week. I was like, okay. And again, and then of course, a little nod to her history when she was in Staying Alive, the sequel to Saturday Night Fever. Miss Anna Devane. I love that scene because Vanilla Hughes is an accomplished dancer, and so that's how she started. And so I love that he got that with her and Duke, which we'll talk to Ian Buchanan later about this. but that her and Andre now have their own kind of thing. It made it a little funky.
Yeah, that's what I liked, is her thing with Duke was the tango. I mean, because they were both great dancers.
Yes.
But Anthony Montgomery obviously was too, and I like that they sort of updated it and did the throwback to Staying Alive.
Yes.
And yeah, I just love that. And I was just so glad that they didn't, as I put it, puss out
Yes.
and finally started having some scenes with them in it, because they have great chemistry. And Andre's a character that I just want to see more of.
It's funny, everyone, I think, on Friday when I was looking at the tweets, I think it's one of the few things we all agreed. I mean, I seen here everybody's agreeing Friday was good, but that the Andre and Anna scene was really fun. It was like it was
Yeah.
lighthearted, it was fun, it furthered story because they kissed at the end.
Yeah.
But she was holding his chest a little bit, talking. So I was like, "You go, girl. That's right." Because Anthony got a body underneath all that. He's all kind of repressed in there. We always see Donnell's body, of course.
Yeah.
But we don't always see his very often. It was kind of like even before that when they had the scenes with Jordan and her talking, because they still got tension. Why did Jordan and Anna got tension still? They were friends. They got a little bit of tension, and then he comes up and she leaves, and then her and Curtis have her own little moment for a minute. But I just thought that the Anna Andre scene, finally, I'm like, thank you. Please go forward with this. Please go forward with this. I think they have such chemistry.
Yeah, and it's a mature storyline, like, say, the Laura and Kevin is, and it's much better to see these mature adult relationships than the, will they or won't they, bratty,
Yes.
20-somethings. I'd rather see this, sorry.
Emmy had her baby too. Yeah, Dakota. She had a baby also recently too. Rita, she wants Christina with Ethan.
I
know,
love
but he's
Ethan.
not on the show. They didn't bring him back. They should. He's a Spencer boy. Could bring him back, and him and Lulu were quite close. I mean,
And Nathan Parsons is just so good
But isn't he
looking.
busy working on other stuff?
He was on the originals, but I heard that he was no longer on there. I don't want to give
Okay.
any spoilers, but
Freaked out when they finally kissed. I know, so did I. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god. Ethan and Maya was hot too. Ethan was hot with anybody. He was just hot. Period. We just loved him anyway.
yeah. he was.
They also blessed us with the most awesome gifts. I haven't seen any.
Yeah.
Somebody tag me and send me on Twitter any of the gifts of Ethan. I think I have my brain of Andre and Anna. There's some gifts of them. I haven't seen any of them. Oh, they want more Griffin. They want more
I
Dr.
do
Hot
too.
Priest.
Yeah, I love Dr. Hot Priest, and I love his scenes with Ava. And
Are we
they
going
have
that
been-
direction?
Yeah, I hope so, because that to me is the most logical sense for him would be someone like Ava, because as I said, he needs to be with a bad girl. And who's worse than Ava?
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess they can redeem her now because her face is all messed up. I guess they can
Yeah.
redeem her a little bit. She's getting the taste of her medicine. But yeah, I guess
Damn, James.
the thing is, like we see on the show all the time how some people they get away with everything and don't pay. Julian and Ava have paid for almost everything they've done.
And that's the
mean-
part that really makes me so annoyed with fans is everyone sits there and acts like they haven't paid, and I'm like, really? I mean, nobody likes either one of them.
I know
They're barely crawling back in with their family, and that,
Ava has been pushed over a bridge and had this left for dead. Had she's baby cut out. I mean, she's had so much
her
happen
baby
to
was
her.
stolen,
Yes.
and now she's burnt, and it's just like, oh, boo! And the one time Sonny was in a wheelchair was when he was a good character.
Yeah, that's it.
Is Spencer and then the wheelchair.
Right.
The only time we like Sonny.
I know.
Somehow consequences make characters more likable. don't
I
they?
know.
I know. It's
I
like,
have-
oh my
I
god,
have to
writer
say,
101.
I have to say, I'm saying,
Yeah.
see, those two have kind of, they've paid their dues. So, and again, Maura West is doing everything with that one eye. It's gonna be so tough next year for the Emmys because Laura Wright has some amazing scenes because all the aftermath of the Morgan stuff's gonna finally hit now too. But Maura West is working it out.
Yeah,
She is working it
she's
out.
just phenomenal.
God,
And that's the thing. Is
they can give her
hate,
anything.
whether you hate Ava or not, don't you like her being on the show and being evil? I mean,
She's
one of
killed
those
3 people.
love to hate.
Yeah, they've all killed people on that show. Even Michael's killed somebody. Come on, he killed Claudia. So I mean, they all kill people. Wow, that's the
Yeah.
soaps. There's some things I will forgive, I guess, because it's a soap opera. It's
Yeah.
kind of. We want her on the show. She's a good actress. So I mean, what are you gonna do with Griff as Anna's? Yeah, that's another storyline they dropped off. So the Griff is Anna's son. Also, Nathan, is he a Cassadine? Like, what's going on there? I mean, like, this is what's the story
Yeah, I
they
don't
dropped.
really want Griffin to be Anna's son. I think that's a little bit of a cop-out.
Yeah.
They already have such a good relationship. Why bother putting that between them? And then, I mean, the thing about Nathan's dad, it's like, yeah, let's just get to that. Give him something better than Manlanders.
I'll see. You haven't mentioned that stuff. You see, I kind of glossed over that. I haven't mentioned
yeah.
that. To me, it's not even worth mentioning. I think that storyline is the dumbest storyline on earth, and everybody involved, I love. Everybody using storyline. I like it. I mean, Jennifer Bassey coming back. I mean, hello. I loved her on All My Children. I mean, she was Marion. She was great. And now they brought in Michelle Stafford, kind of. I mean, all this stuff. I'm like, I hate the storyline. I hate it. So I'm not going to talk about it. Let's see. Maura's a boss bitch.
Yeah, I like that.
Sarah C says she's also a Carson fan, like Ava. Andy Goins says that she's in a wheelchair, and wheelchair people are awesome. I'll say that. Sure, they are.
That's what frustrated me about not leaving Sonny in the chair. Is I much prefer something more realistic than. And that would have been much more interesting to see him deal with.
I agree.
Becoming a mob boss, after that. That would have been a more interesting storyline than any of the crap we've had since then.
Are Nathan and Amy getting together? I don't think so. I don't know.
I hope not.
Me either. Steve, let's open the phone lines for a few minutes. So we're going to open the phone lines and let you guys talk just a little bit. Because we don't have Frank here to rant or anything, so we'll see what you guys think.
I know Frank actually talks the most out of all of us.
He does.
So we're like, what are we saying?
I'm like, I just got back. I feel lazy. Somebody else talk. No, it was funny because I got a chance to watch General Hospital just as a regular person for the last couple. I'm across the country watching stuff and watching all the soaps, and coming back here to watch it. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta watch it as the show. It was very interesting to watch it and see. And I got a chance to talk to people across the country about General Hospital and some fans at other events that I went to. And it's funny to see how people really think about the show. And a lot of people want the show to continue. They want to keep going. But they want, it's a large cast. So they want it to be, oh, God, can we have a phone call? Oh, my God, I wonder who this one is. Let's see. Welcome to GH Reports. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Kelly from PEI.
You are first. All right.
I was first one day that Frank said, I bet you Kelly's going to be first. Boom, I was. Get the pants off.
Yes. How are you? How are you?
Oh, it's hot in PEI, but happy Canada Day to anybody in the chat.
Happy Canada Day. It's hot here, too, so it's hot everywhere. The world's going to hell in a handbasket, so like literally hell because it's hot. It's hot.
As long as they keep GH on, I'm a happy clam.
So what is your comments? What are your comments for this week?
Well, in regard to Steve coming back, who?
Yes.
He's either going to come back as Weiner as Dylan in the Witness Protection Program. And everybody's going to think he's Jason before the reconstructive surgery.
Okay.
Or he's in Sam's hallucination mind.
Now he's back for good, so I think they signed a contract with him. I think he's going to come back.
He said he was on. He's going to be on for a while.
Yeah, I have a feeling. I wish they'd make him like full Quartermaine. Like we can go back to what it was before for a while, and kind of throw things off. They won't do that. They will not do that.
Because God forbid he be a Quartermaine instead of a Corinthos drone.
Yes, unless they make Jake Doe come back and make him kind of a Quartermaine. So that'll be kind of. But yeah, he's gonna be full Jason Morgan. You know that.
Well, either that or he's going to come back as Jason Morgan. And Billy Miller's character is going to be one of Helena's flunkies.
See, I have a feeling that's going to be more like it. Or he'll try to be a twin. Maybe he's the twin that Franco wasn't.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that could make more sense.
That Heather Weather's crazy. Yeah. She's crazy. She can say anything.
Yeah.
Bring back some Robert Mattson.
Anything, but I'm just ecstatic that he's back. You could have heard me here in PEI all the way to California.
Oh no, we couldn't because on Twitter lost its mind. I was like, "What's going on?" I got on Twitter. I was like, "What's going on?" Because I hadn't seen the episodes or anything. I'm like, "Oh, Steve, like he's coming back." I'm like, "Oh, and folks out there, Michael Easton's not leaving. He's not going back as Tanner on Days of Our Lives. Tanner was a minor character 30 years ago. He's happy at ABC. Yeah. He's not going back. So that was another rumor that was going around the same. Soap Twitter lost its mind that day. Completely lost its mind. I was so shocked.
When they did that little blurb in the middle of GH that day, Twitter went bonkers.
It went bonkers. Went bonkers. It was crazy.
I was at work that day that it went bonkers, and I was in Facebook.
Wow.
And I was told in Facebook, Twitter's going nuts.
Yeah, I leave town, and Sheila comes back to Bold and Beautiful, which is like a huge, like 30 years in the making. And then now Steve Burton. It's like these two big things happen while I'm gone. I'm like, what?
You can't ever leave again.
I can't leave again. I can't leave again. I'm like, these are two soap things that I've been wanting for so long, and I guess it's crazy. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, so I'm like, Go ahead.
Super glue James's butt to that chair.
Well, I'm here all this month. We have 5 Sundays. I'm here. August is going to be a little dicey, but I'm here all this month, so I am here.
Yeah, because you'll have to do the Comic-Con episode without me and Frank.
Yeah, there's going to be 1 episode this month. I'm going to be, may not be by myself, though. I might bring somebody with me, so who knows? Who knows I'll bring with me.
How are you feeling after your fender bender?
Oh, yes, you guys. Thank you so much for your comments. I was in a car accident a few days ago. I am doing better. I got checked out, and when I was doing the insurance and stuff, but luckily I didn't get any whiplash. I was very shocked. I thought for sure I was going to have whiplash because my neck was hurting, my forehead was hurting, my eye was hurting. But we were very lucky. Underage driver, was not paying attention, did not have a license or insurance, and that's something that's not good.
On his freaking phone, probably.
Yes, that's just not good. They said if I leave again, maybe AMC and Lunch Live will come back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave one more time. I want them back, so I'll leave one more time so that can happen. Or something like that.
I'm sad that Rebecca Budding is leaving because I started to really like Hayden.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I
didn't like
her
at the very first, but I like her. I love her now.
Yeah, same here. Well,
and I'm a Greenleaf fan back in All My Children too.
She was the best.
Yes, she was. Okay, we'll let somebody else call in. Thanks for always being so supportive. Happy Canada Day. Have some poutine for me.
No, I'll let my 16-year-old happy. And happy 4th to you guys.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Take care.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye. We'll take the next call. You're on GH Report. What is your name and where are you calling from?
It's Mike Riley from New York.
That voice. I love that voice so much.
Oh, God.
I do. You have
a normal voice.
No, you have a great voice. Don't trust me. As a person who has a voice, you have a voice. You should be using it more often. It's a really good voice.
Okay, I'll just keep calling even when you guys aren't there.
Right, just keep calling. Yes, sure. So what are some of your comments?
What are we on right now? Pick a character. Go ahead.
What does it matter? How do you feel about Steve Burton? Are you a liaison fan, or do you care?
You know how. I just posted on GH Report. The thing is, I love Steve Burton because there's something about him being like this big, muscular, stone cold enforcer. But he's so much more than that. Like Steve Burton, when he does his crying scenes, like with Jake's death.
Yeah.
He's crazy. So when you have like that kind of macho guy really able to like let loose unexpectedly, you have like acting gold there. So I love Steve Burton, but I love Billy Miller too. But I just hate him as Jesus Christ, what is his name? Who are we talking about here?
Jason.
Sorry. I have Jake floating around in my head. That's why. I liked Billy Miller better with Becky Herbst. I liked him better as the amnesiac. I liked him better as Jake.
Me too.
Yeah, Jake Doe was better.
So do that. Like, I did post on GH Report that we should go with Heather's story of there being twins, and maybe she thought because the Quartermaines had lost track or didn't know of the other twin that she rolled into town and tried to pass along Franco as that twin. So you get a
Jason, and you get a Jason, and you get a Jason. Everybody gets a Jason.
Right.
Well, then the women of GH would finally be happy.
We never pursued that twin storyline.
Nope.
We just assumed that it was a lie, but maybe it was a truth that Heather was trying to capitalize. So let Burton be the real Jason. Let this guy be his twin. We'll rename him Jake. Have him go back to Liz. Put Burton with Sam. Get Franco out of Liz's orbit because that is disgusting to me.
Am I the only for his fan?
You are. It's so funny. What's funny is you just mentioned something on Young and Restless. He got a chance to really showcase crying as Dylan when they took his child away from him, gave back to Sharon or whatever. So he got to be this macho guy who kind of was. So I know what you're talking about. He can do it. They can totally do it.
There's something just maybe because I'm projecting my own like feelings about alpha males. But just to see someone that kind of looks like Steve Burton and also plays that stone cold character, to see him like really be able to cry like that, I don't know. Whenever he cries, it moves me to no end because it's so unexpected. It's like when you see the dumb jock have like the heart of gold and like looks after the nerd, you kind of get that awe moment. Well, that's like when I see Burton cry, that's what I get. I'm like, I can't believe this guy can deliver this. Incredible.
They're all liking your voice. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you. Once I said it, they're all in the chat rooms about your voice.
It's not. I'm talking through a mechanism.
Oh, okay.
I'm
yeah,
a lady.
sure.
I'm actually a lady.
Yeah, I'm sure. your name is something like completely crazy. No, but Memphis just likes Frizz.
No, good.
I'm sorry?
Somebody in the chat room said they like Frizz. I don't like Frizz either. I'm not a Frizz fan either. I keep saying on the show.
Well, here's the thing. I'm sorry, I know I tend to go on, but Michelle Stafford, who I love, who's been on your show 100 times, and I've never talked to her, it's killing me. But when she made a comment about the character of Elizabeth during her first appearance on your show, and she asked you guys, she said, "Isn't Elizabeth the ingenue?" And no, she's not. She's been on the show for 20 years. But there's something about Becky Herbst, her never aging.
She never ages.
And no matter how much trouble she gets in, there's something about Rebecca that just reads ingenue. And what is the problem there is, no matter how you redeem Franco, Roger always reads as Todd the rapist. So when you put the rapist, well, I mean, there's something like, and that kind of carried over to the Franco character. So when you put this actor who's kind of known for playing the rapist, and you pair him with the girl who's known for being the rape victim, in a big storyline, it just it does. It seems like you're putting the ingenue with the rapist, and it doesn't feel right. That's my opinion on it.
I can see that, and I do get it. And see, I'm one of those people that just loves Roger, so I'm glad for him to be with it. Yeah, and then I'm like, and I think it did a good service for Liz's character after the whole Jason debacle. And just the way that he has been with her is it's sort of like she saved Frankenstein, I guess you can put it. And I see her as the hero. It's just like how she was with Rick and AJ, which I liked them as well. Yes, and that's why I like this one, because Liz is sort of the hero instead of the victim. I get your point. Yeah.
Sam fans should have no complaint about Liz. Like this last year, she's been like on the up and up. Not annoying, just wants to take care of her kids and be with her man, not being shady. So they've gotten Liz out of that box that they kind of trapped her in, and I'm pleased to see that, because Becky is amazing too. They're all amazing on the show.
That's the thing. There's no shortage of good actors on the show. That's one thing to worry about. There's like some shows you're like, oh God, you can like delete half the cast. They can't fucking act. I just got a bad word. But this cast, actually, everyone can act. It's just it's a large cast. They got to really, they really do. I think that's the key, is kind of rotating it enough so that everybody gets their scenes and you see enough of everybody every week. And I think it's the problem. It's a large cast.
Yeah. Well, I agree, but I take all of my favorites whenever I can see them. I'm just happy that the show's still on the air and I can indulge.
I agree with that. No, that's the thing too. And you have a right attitude. I think soap fans are very fickle. Soap fans are very judgmental. Soap fans can be very mean, and a lot of things have been happening. We've seen on some other soaps, Twitter stuff for other soaps, and I'm like, I'm happy to have soaps on the air. There used to be 23 soaps on the air at one point. We're down to 4. Right. If you don't like what you see, don't turn on the TV. Don't turn on it. Don't watch it. But I hate when it just trash
it's a luxury. Right. You should never complain about a luxury that you have in your life.
Exactly. I agree with you.
There you go. You heard it, folks. You heard it from Mike Riley. That's how I'm ending my conversation.
Thank you, Mike Riley.
A luxury, because a lot of people don't have luxury.
They don't. No. Thank you. Thanks for calling in.
Thank
Bye. You. We have another call. Oh, we almost had it. It was there a second ago. Oh, like, that went, No, but I seriously, that's something I do want to address that, because in recent weeks, I've been off the show, and I've been in Twitter. I'm on Twitter all the time, as you guys know, and I'm seeing people be really mean to soap actors. They were being really mean to, actually, an actor from my shows called When Comes to Heart, being mean to him on Instagram. There's real life, and there's no real life. There's TV. These are shows, but seriously, we only have 4 left. And General Hospital's been on for 54 years. I was been on. I wanted to continue, and yet things aren't perfect. There are a lot of things that aren't perfect about it, and that's what we're here for. We talk about it. Enough of the call. You're on GH Report. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up? It's Jacob from Texas.
Jacob Marquez.
How are you guys doing? Welcome back to the show, James. I just wanted to say Frank and Lacretia did a great job while you were away, like always.
I agree. I have the shows in good hands. I have nothing to worry about when I'm gone. I'm in good hands.
I had a quick comment about the kid that plays Spencer Cassadine.
Yes.
Cassadine. I think he was the kind of the best part of the show this week because it kind of brought like entertainment and kind of fun to the show because it has been dragging a little bit. But when he was on there, it seemed like it lightened it up. It just seems like it's been Carly, Sonny, and Jason and Sam kind of heavy and gets kind of dull.
I agree with you. I think when he comes on the screen, Nicholas Bechtel just brightens the screen. I mean, his delivery. I mean, him putting his hands on his head. He's like a 12-year-old going on 40. He's like he's so funny to me. He's just so good.
So cute and precocious.
Yes, he's good. I agree with you on that. He's good.
Yeah, he really is. And I was thinking about Rebecca Bunny. I'm gonna miss her on that show because we just started to like tap into the stuff that she can do on that show. And it seems like they're just dropping the ball. And I'm glad that soaps are still on the air. Like you said, I'm going to watch them regardless because they're the only shows that we have. But like, I just wish they would do more with her and then more with like Christina because they kind of just like dropped the ball. And we haven't seen Lucas in like a year, almost a year. So kind of like, where did he go?
Yeah, because we know Brad and Lucas are married and they're looking for a house together, but we always saw was Brad. Like, where's Brad, actually? Why was he part of this caper of the lab
exactly.
and stuff?
You think that they would want to get him in on it.
Yeah, they didn't. I just thought about that just now. They didn't bring him up either.
Yes, and every once in a while we'll see Lucas's lab coat. It's like, oh, Lucas is there. I wonder where he's been, but it's just been kind of, that's just been kind of my own rant about it. But other than that, it's been okay, but it's been kind of, it goes in stages. It will be really good one week and then dull for like the next 2 weeks. But I guess we'll take what we can get.
Well, it's just one of those things that.
That's the way it is.
Well, the way it is that also, I mean, I know they have to write for like nearly 50-something weeks a year. It's a lot to write in 5 days a week. So I try to give the writers some slack, but yeah, it is their job. So like, come on, you have a wealth of knowledge and people who are there and storyline and history. You can make it work.
And sometimes I got one more client now, like because I know other people are calling, but one more thing is sometimes with the history too. It's like they try to rewrite history, and I know the two writers that are there have been there before, so I'm like, why are you rewriting history? Know your facts. Like, I just don't get it sometimes. But I know they write a lot, so maybe that's what it is, but I'm just like, have somebody double check that before you write it in a script, because people will pitch every little thing like that. Sometimes.
Yeah, I know. It's just like I said again. We have constructive criticism. There's certain things we don't like, but we are happy to have the shows on the air, and that's kind of that's kind of what you're expressing. So you're happy to have the show on the air, but there are a few things we wish there's consistency and things, and like I said, rotation. And I think that's kind of what we always look for.
And two, the thing about it is, in the day and the age of the internet, I just don't understand why people make mistakes like they do, like the not knowing history, when you can do a quick Google search and answer a lot of those questions.
Trust me, we'll go on Twitter. The fans know stuff. The fans, if I need to know something, I can go in the chat room right now, and the fans will tell me. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, we can find out history. I mean, it's not that hard.
Yeah, that's why I totally don't get it. But it's just one of those things that it's always been like that for like whatever stuff. It's always been like that. Well, I'll let somebody else calling. I just wanted to say welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Lacretia and James are doing a great job, and I'll be watching your interview that's coming up here in just a little bit.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Thanks. Have a great night. Bye.
You too.
I did hear. I mean, we don't usually do rumors or anything here, but I did hear rumors that they're bringing Nicholas back. I did hear some stuff. I don't know how true it is or not.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Is in any way, because just poor little Spencer. Come on, just for Spencer.
But it would also redeem Valentine on some level.
Yeah.
I guess. And so this week showing Anna showing her kind of remorse for Valentine, the situation he is in, which is talking to Jordan. Thought that was very interesting also.
Yeah, I like that Anna, feels remorse and feels a little bit responsible because, as she said, he was my friend, and, this really put him, in a bad spot and sort of sent him down this downward spiral. And I like that Anna is a good person and is actually taking responsibility. And you see this other side of Valentine, that he is a good dad. He was good to Nina.
Yeah. Steve, do you want to see if he would come into this show really quick? He's for our next show, but I wonder if he would come in and be a surprise and say hi to our fans on this show. Ask him if he wants to come in for our General Hospital. They would actually die if he could start next year.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun. Yeah. And so, Michael B has a funny in the chat. I thought I'd repeat it. They keep Lucas, Felix, and Brad in the closet. No pun intended.
Well, someone brought up earlier that Pride Month, there was no Christina or anything.
Yeah.
For Pride, there was no gay anything. You're right. There was none of the gay characters even on, like, at least it's like one day say, hi, we're going to a gay pride parade in Port Charles. I think it said something. No. They didn't do any of that. I'm very surprised. You're right. They didn't do anything for, but they had Christina. I mean, they had Christina on a couple times this month. I mean, it wasn't whatever. But Anna's became blinded by her remorse. I don't get Anna's remorse for Valentine. She didn't even remember him. But that's the thing. I think she's feeling bad now because of.
You know, that was a part of her life that she should have been able to recognize it, and that
and her Alex
sister,
was
exactly. You know, her sister was able to use Valentine because of his feelings for her.
Yeah.
And let's face it, I mean, Valentine shot Nicholas, and we are presumed that Nicholas is dead. That was bad, but let's face it, did Valentine really do anything else?
I know, right?
Because
I want pork chuck to perform in Port Charles.
That'd be awesome.
Do you think Lulu will bring Charlotte to your visit Valentine so Emmy can go on that maternity leave? That's a good question. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do any of that. I don't know if they're going to. I don't know how they're going to write her out. That's a good question. That's a good question.
Well, they are dark this month, so maybe she won't even be. We won't even notice because they've had some time off. And
that's true. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea how they're going to do that with her. That's a good question. I guess because they actually had her in better outfits. Like the other day, they had her in this nice little dark outfit talking. I was like, okay, it's a lot better.
A lot better than the nurse's ball dress.
Kelly, come on. Just because you're pregnant doesn't mean they have to dress you crazy. I'm like, it's like you're pregnant. You can dress. They have nice maternity clothes out there. It's affecting her job because she didn't bring her gun to the cap. Oh, she's not taking maternity leave. She's combining a 2-week vacation with 3. Oh, okay.
So
okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Soaps are still afraid of having a gay storyline as the main focus. We don't get the love triangle struggles we do with straight couples. It's true, and they, we had Fish and them on One Life to Live, and we had Noah and Luke on As the World Turns, and we had Otelia on Guiding Light. I mean, there's every once in a while. Get one, but they really just don't. It's not really.
Well, yeah, I mean, even Bianca, like they killed off Frankie immediately. Everybody got mad, so they brought her a twin, Maggie, which was great. But then they sort of backburned them.
Yes.
Oh,
you guys, we have a very special surprise. You can sit right over there in that chair, and the mic is on. You guys are gonna die when you see this person sitting next to. I'm actually dying. I'm having a fan freak out right now. He's sitting right over here. I'm fine. Hello. And put on the headphones over your nice hair, coiffed hair. And you guys are going to see who's here. We're doing a whole show with them next, but he came here. He's here on time, a little early, so we're going to show him to you guys right now. Hello, Mr. Ian Buchanan.
Hello, how are you, James?
Fine, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Good, I'm Lacretia.
Lacretia?
Yes.
Yes, Ian, very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. You have actually one of the nicest reputations in Hollywood.
I do?
You do. I don't know if you know that.
Oh.
We know a lot of same people, and they all speak nice of you.
Oh, good. That's great. I'm glad.
I would say as long as they're talking about you, it's great, right? But if it's something nice.
Yeah. Well, it's you earn that, I think. I know some people who nobody has a nice word to say. So it's like, yes. So we know how that goes.
So is he on screen yet, you guys? Is he on screen? Because people are starting to, oh my God, they see you.
I know Kelly from PEI has the best line, and sweet shit, Ian. Since you already made us explicit, I'm like, I'll just say it.
That's the chat room. They're all in there. And they're talking about you right now. It's so funny. They're like, hi, sexy. Hey, sexy Scots. Yes, Scotland. Yes, he is here, you guys. This is the guy you've been wanting to see on TV, and he's here with us now. He's a busy guy. He does a lot of stuff. He does a lot of stuff. You just did Ladies on the Lake.
Yes, I did, which I loved. Have you seen it?
Oh, of course. I had him on my show. So yeah,
that was great. I loved that. Great fun.
I binge watched all 4 episodes since it was so. You guys, it's really quick. You watch it. It's like you watch it in like 2.5 hours or so, or 2 hours or so. How it kind of runs all at once. It's on Netflix. Called Ladies on the Lake. It's Ken Corday's book. And they made it into my buddies Kyle Lauder and Michael Caruso.
Right.
It's such a great.
It was a great production. Great. I loved the writing. I loved everything about it. I thought it was, and I loved Lily Melgar, of course. So.
Yeah. That's my girl. Is she a firecracker? Oh my God, she is full of life and vitality.
Oh
and a great actor. Great actor. And you guys know Lily, of course. Of course, she was Lily on General Hospital, which soap fans, as you know, have a long memory, don't they?
So, yes, they do. Sometimes they have better memories than writers, I think.
Oh my God, we're just talking about that.
Oh, okay.
We were.
Great mind.
Great mind. Okay, here's the thing we were saying. Okay, and maybe you can speak on this a little bit. Oh, we missed you so much. I think we were saying how nowadays there's no excuse not to find the history. I mean, you can ask a fan; they'll tell you the history, like right.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Social media.
But I think the reality of life now is people are so used to reinventing their own history. I think that's kind of, I think soaps have just gone along with that. So it's not like it's a fake soap or fake story. It's just people like kind of like, oh, I don't remember that, really? Oh, like, really? I lived in Chicago? Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember being in Chicago. Yeah. And you go, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
You go, okay, you can just go with it.
Okay.
So, okay, I was like, okay, yeah, but people were just about how does the soaps, because a lot of people in soaps like consistency, and they want to.
They do, of course they do, and they also like continuity, which is very important, because maybe sometimes in life there is really no guarantee, there is no continuity. Right. So it's nice to see people get older and see people survive and see people go through experiences and things, and to see them move on, and people like that, and I've always been very respectful of that. And I like that too. So.
You've been on 3 of the 4 soaps that are left on the show.
I have, yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they don't call me Pink Slip for nothing.
I mean, you were buried alive on one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I actually asked for that. The head writer, I only met her once, and she said, "Are you happy?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm happy, but you could make it like a little dirtier." I didn't realize that would involve like tons and tons of water and mud.
Oh.
I kind of meant like a little grittier, but I've never seen her since, so I don't. Really
Oh my God! And wait a minute, you know that Kimberly Brown's back as Sheila, the best kept secret. The best kept secret in Daytime. We're like, where'd that come from? What a coup for what a coup for
I haven't watched it.
She's good. She's good.
She is good. She's a good actress. She's a great actress.
We're gonna talk about more of that on the next show. I'm showing some clips. I got some clips from her show and everything on the next show with him. But yeah, she's back, and people are already saying James should come back in and sweep Brooke off her feet. No, he should come back and get Sheila. No, they want you back on the show. Obviously,
on
Bold and Beautiful. They want you back on that. He's like, sure.
Well, all I have to do is answer the phone.
He's busy. He's working. He's busy. And on a side note, I've DVR'd Twin Peaks. Were you asked back for the?
No, I wasn't. But I was kind of busy anyway. But not like that's. I would have made if I would have made time for that. There definitely was talk.
Okay.
There definitely was talk, and it was in the mix. But I haven't actually seen it yet. But I had such a great time doing the original. Yeah. And they're rerunning it all over the place, which is very nice.
Yes,
it's like running all over the world. And so that's nice, and people are getting to see it, and people are discovering it. And I think the wonderful thing is that, there's been this great sort of fan base that have kept it alive all over the world. And I go to the conventions and stuff as I can. Yeah. But I think they've discovered a whole new audience, which is brilliant, which is really clever. And also running the original and then leading into the new, they've got this great like fan base, which I think is pretty phenomenal.
And David and Mark both said this might not be it, especially because of the fan response. So maybe we will get Dick Tremaine.
Well, I'm on my best behavior.
Oh, good.
Because that never really is it. You always.
Oh, you pulled up one. Look over there, Ian.
Yes.
What is that? Oh my God.
Oh my God. You had brown hair back then.
I did.
That's crazy.
And
a cigarette in your hand.
Yeah.
But you could smoke on TV.
Yeah. You could.
Isn't that funny? You don't do that. I mean, that's like a no-no now. You have no smoking on TV.
That's exactly why Constantine was canceled. And if you're playing the drinking game at home, folks, that's one. I say that too much. And Frank's not even here.
Frank's not even here. I know, but and also, okay, so what is one thing that you just missed the character of Duke? What's one thing you miss about him?
About who?
About Duke.
Of Duke?
Just around General Hospital Report.
I kind of liked playing Duke the first time around, but I really kind of had a greater understanding of him the second time around. What do I miss about him? I don't know. I like he's dead, I guess, like dead and boxed.
You keep coming back.
I know. I think they made it very clear he's dead. He was kind of an outsider, which I liked. An outsider wanting to remain on the outside, but wanting to, of course, the greatest thing was his love for Anna. And then, of course, the conflict I loved with the power and the seduction of the criminal aspect, but I like that. I like playing that. I think
You gave your character gave a really good speech that stands out to me to this day. That when you were talking to Anna, and it was basically saying how you felt like you're getting your life back working for Sonny because you had taken away for so many years, and you're like and it was as a man. I felt it was a very male thing you were talking about.
Right.
It was a great monologue.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that very clearly. I think I think because there really hadn't been too much focus on the missing years and what Duke had actually experienced and what that was like, I think everything was packed into that monologue. So that was kind of, for me, for the subtext was in that monologue.
Oh, completely.
It was, so
Yeah.
I remember that.
The chat actually has some questions about how you feel about the guy playing your son, Matt Cohen, Griffin, and you've not really shared any scenes with him yet. Yeah.
No, only I think I'm morphed in, or he morphed into me. Like
Yes.
Yes, with the Olivia Jerome.
Which you know, I've got to say was kind of, you know, sometimes things are cruel. That was sort of cruel to go from like a shirtless, like gorgeous 28-year-old, like cut to me like a 60, all buttoned up with a tie on, and I was like, hang on a second, like who's gonna look at what? Like, you know, like you go from like, you know, one chin with pecs to kind of like 3 chins with like, you know, like, I was like, okay, yeah. But he's wonderful. He's a good actor and very wonderful, lovely young man. I'm sort of sorry that Duke didn't get to play with him or get to even have any, because that's all he ever wanted was to have fanfare.
Yes.
So I'm not sure whose idea of a joke that was.
It was a good burn.
Yeah.
But you guys, we're going to talk way more with him and more in depth for the next show. You have to watch the next show. It's a little teaser. So they got to watch the next show at the end of a full hour. We're going to talk about all of his different shows he's done and his career and what he feels about different things. And they're saying you are sexy.
Oh, thank you.
That's right. Some people like us a little older. Screw the young ones. There's always young ones coming out.
What do they know?
Yeah, well, they don't know anything yet. We know stuff.
Yeah, I call Griffin Dr. Hot Freeze. What should I call? You're the terrific tango man.
Oh,
there we go.
That's
There
right. Thanks for coming on here really quick for us. The fans are just they're loving it.
It's so funny because today I was like running around and I ran into John Riley, who I haven't seen for years.
Wow,
So it's been a General Hospital day.
See, there you
Very
go.
nice. Yeah,
This
it was
is
great
your
to see
life.
him.
This is your life.
Well, it has become my life. Yes, it has.
Yes. Now you can find him on Kilt Trip USA on Twitter. He is on there. And he's always on there, and he has some fun stuff on there. Where can they find you, Lacretia?
You guys can always find me at LACRETIALYON anywhere on the internet, since there is only one.
And I'm at James Lott Jr. where all James Lott Jr.'s are sold. You can find me everywhere. Just Google my name and I will just pop up. And of course, Frank Moran's at Happy Go Jackie. And we'll see him at the next show. He'll be at the next show also. And we're at the GH Report on Facebook. Go ahead and follow us and tell us what you think about what's going on in the show and what and we're also on Facebook. Wait, sorry, I said Facebook. On iTunes and on YouTube. We'll see you next time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.